Hello everyone and welcome back again. So last time we updated our program, which was very inefficient, to use this wait for low method so that our CPU was not constantly engaged regardless of whether the button was pressed or not. And let me show you how it worked. So we are using this wait for low method, and this await keyword basically blocks the execution until the button is pressed and that interrupt fires. And if I just press the button, you can see the button pressed statement on the terminal, and the red LED is also lit up. And when I let go, the LED turns off and we are stuck once here again. But I think you can see the issue that especially when we introduced this heartbeat LED. Let me show you what the problem was. So the idea was that we want to introduce a heartbeat LED that keeps blinking constantly regardless of whether the button is pressed or not. So it will keep blinking every 1 second, like it will turn on for 1 second and then it will turn off for 1 second. But when I compile and run this program, you will see that that is not the case. And I think you can figure it out that it's because of this await keyword. When our loop starts executing, this line basically blocks everything else, and until the button is pressed, it cannot go any further. So if I press this, the red LED lights up, our heartbeat LED lights up, but then I let go and basically it's just stuck here now again. So the way to fix it is to use embassy tasks. So embassy tasks are kind of like threads in normal asynchronous programming, and they're very similar. So let's turn our attention to that and see how it's done. So this is the same example as before, and I am going to introduce a few changes. So first you will notice this spawner, which is passed in as an argument to the main function. So it's introduced by this main macro here. So right now it's prefixed with underscore, which means that it's not being used, but we want to remove that because we are going to make use of it. So what we want to do is basically after we've set up the red LED heartbeat and button, we want to pass in the ownership of these into a separate task, which I will define in just a moment. So let me bring that now. I will put it up here. So what's happening here is that, let me just fix this error real quick. It needs to be from deformat crate, and we need to fix this variable name as well. And I think, yeah, so basically we can remove this logic from here, and I will show you what's happening. So this one doesn't need to be mutable now, and this one doesn't need to be mutable either. Okay, so what's happening here? So when the main task starts, we spawn a new task from within the main task, and we pass in the button and the red LED as arguments, and then it has its own loop which has the logic from before to turn the button on and off in an asynchronous manner, right? So, and now our main loop is totally free from that obligation. It does not need to know about button and the red LED. It can only handle freely the heartbeat logic now. So let me run this again and see if that fixed the problem. So now let me just change its time to 1 second so that we can see a little better. All right, now as you can see, we are not touching the button, but our heartbeat LED is blinking now every 1 second. But the cool thing is that our button logic is exactly as it was before, and this is all happening in async, and it's not wasting any CPU cycles as before. Like, this is still very efficient, and if we wanted to, we could actually move this heartbeat LED into its own separate task, but I think I will leave it here for now for simplicity. But this is way better, because now we can do one thing in one task, and we can have another logic or piece of code running in the main task to do other things. And this is the beauty of Embassy, and this is how to use subtasks to achieve this goal. So this is it for this one. I hope you liked it. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below, and also give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will see you in the next one.